Hey there, and welcome. Most of us are taught to think about wealth in terms of what's in our bank accounts or our stock portfolios. But what if that whole way of looking at it is, well, kind of wrong? Today, we're going to dig into a totally new and I think much more powerful definition of wealth. Let's jump in. So, let me just ask you this straight up. What does true wealth really mean to you? Is it a specific number? Is it a feeling of security? Or maybe it's just freedom? Whatever your answer is, hold that thought, because we're about to look at an idea that might just change it completely. Okay, here's the big idea, the one that flips the whole conversation on its head. It says that wealth isn't something you pile up and hoard. It's actually what flows back to you from the value you create and the trust you earn along the way. It's not a possession, it's an outcome. So let's start by tearing down that old definition. We're going to get into what money really is when you look at it through this new lens. Think about it this way. Money itself isn't the prize. It's just a tool, a system we all agree on to count and exchange value. It's basically a ruler for measuring how useful you've been to other people. The money isn't the wealth, it's more like the receipt for the wealth you already created.
Okay, so if money is just the measuring stick, then what is it that we're actually measuring? Well, the answer is surprisingly simple, and it's the real foundation of all prosperity: value.
And what is value? In its purest form, it's just solving a problem for somebody else. That's it. It's making their life easier or better or more joyful. Every single transaction in our economy, when you trace it all the way back, started with someone solving a problem for another person. And you see this everywhere, right? Doctors create value by delivering health. Teachers do it by delivering knowledge. Engineers build the infrastructure we all depend on, and entrepreneurs create new solutions to problems we didn't even know we had. At its heart, every job is a value delivery system.
Now, this leads to a really powerful reframe. Your income isn't some measure of your self-worth, but it is a pretty direct reflection of your usefulness to others in the marketplace. The bigger the problems you solve, and the better you solve them, the more value you're creating, and the more you get compensated for it.
Okay, so we've established that it all starts with value. But how does that value actually turn into wealth that grows over time? Well, this next part is all about the engine that drives that growth. It's actually a pretty elegant process. First, you just focus on giving massive, undeniable value. Do that consistently, and you earn deep trust. And because people trust you, they keep coming back, they tell their friends, and over time, the return you get from that relationship becomes way bigger than the initial effort. That's the moment wealth really starts to compound.
And this isn't some abstract business theory. You see this principle all over the place. It's the same logic behind compounding interest in finance. It's the power of network effects, where every new user makes the service better for everyone. It's why loyal customers are the lifeblood of a business, and why a solid professional reputation is, well, priceless.
But listen, none of that compounding, none of that growth works without the most critical and honestly the most overlooked piece of the puzzle: trust. It's not just a nice to have, it's the real capital, the true currency of long-term wealth. And let's be crystal clear on this point. Can you make money without trust? Sure, you can make a quick buck on a one-off deal or by cutting some corners. But can you build sustainable, compounding wealth? Absolutely not. It's impossible without a foundation of trust. That's the difference between a simple transaction and a real relationship. So, what does trust actually do? Well, it acts like a massive multiplier on everything you do. When people trust you, deals get done faster. Customers come back again and again without you having to spend a fortune to get them. They become your marketing team. And the best people, they want to work with you. Trust has real tangible economic benefits. All right, let's pull all these ideas together into one single actionable mindset. A new way of thinking about how wealth is actually created. It all boils down to this simple, beautiful equation. Real sustainable wealth isn't just about assets minus liabilities. It's the value you consistently deliver to others, plus the trust you earn while doing it. That's the formula. So what does this mean for you practically? It means you start asking different questions. The old mindset asks, how can I make more money? Which is all about taking. The new mindset asks, how can I create more value? Which is all about giving. And here's the other big shift. Instead of asking, how can I charge more, you start asking, how can I increase trust? See, when you focus on building so much trust and delivering so much value that people are happy to pay more, it's a completely different game. This quote just wraps it all up perfectly, doesn't it? Creating wealth isn't about chasing money. It's a side effect. It's the natural result of focusing on elevating other people, of making their lives better with your work, your ideas, and your service.
So at the end of the day, this isn't just some abstract theory. It's a daily practice. The real question isn't about your 5-year financial plan. It's about what you can do right now. So, how will you elevate someone today? How will you go out there and create some value? Because the answer to that question, that's where true wealth really begins. Thanks so much for tuning in.